Hey everyone, today's topic is generative art. And I think that generative art is any art or creation is created from a strict set of rules or guidelines. And these rules or guidelines can be used to create a sense of randomness. Now, a popular example that was used in discussions about generative art is sports. Sports have structure, and the structure is from the rules. And without the rules, there'd be no structure and there'd be no meaning. However, because we have rules and each sport is so different, we have different rule books, it allows for a more enjoyable experience as the viewer. Let me try to put that into context. So, we all remember the infamous one hand catch that Odell Beckham made against the Dallas Cowboys, right? Try to think what would happen if the sideline didn't exist or you didn't have to keep it inbound. You didn't have to have 2 feet inbound, or maybe there wasn't anything to defend, then that moment would be less significant. We wouldn't think of it as culturally important. And another example of generative art is from photography and painting, or specifically how people see nature. I think because people have different views, ideas, values, that can be reflected in the art that they either make or capture. And finally, I want to talk about how one can create generative art. I think that tools such as dices can be good or die. I don't know. It can be good. Or maybe you want to have a machine be able to play alongside whatever notes you're doing. Or maybe you want to take a different approach. Perhaps you want generative art to come from previous art or installments or whatever you're working on. I think ultimately, generative art is just random in a sense, in that you don't know what specifically you're going to get, and that's what makes generative art generative. In that you don't know what another person is thinking, or you don't know what's going to happen. Alright, everyone, that's the end of the video. See, I'm gonna include a short musical excerpt, if you can call that, of me trying to use generative art. And basically, I kind of had coin flip, number generator, and a wheel in order to determine what note, how long it was going to be played, and if it was going to be accompanied by other notes. So let's say like a chord. And that was basically it. Try to, I guess, enjoy. And if you don't, just turn off the video.